This week we show you another perfect campsite, an awesome Griddle Me This. We search for waterfalls and white squirrels and even include one of my songs. Welcome to our van trekking lifestyle. Sometimes the trip starts out and you know exactly where you're going to go. And you head out and you just straight line, beeline to get there. Sometimes you don't know at all. This morning we knew exactly where we wanted to go, but within 2 miles of leaving our last campsite, we found something that we wanted to take a detour to see. Andrew's Geyser. We're not really sure what it is, but we didn't want to drive by it like we have so many other times. So we're heading out here to see what this is. We're Owen and Maggie of Van Trekking Lifestyle. We're off on another trip and we're glad you're part of the journey. Let's see where this goes.
I spend most of my time.
Well, I wouldn't say it's a bus, but what kind of daggum geyser doesn't have water shooting out of it? Isn't that the whole purpose of a geyser, is to have water flowing, straight up? It's like taking a leak when you don't have to pee.
The only guilty I find staring back at me in the mirror at night, stuck in place just waiting for a green light.
We're set up at our campsite at North Mills River Campground, and it's getting a little cool outside, and Lynn says I look a little goofy, but I was too lazy to get up and go inside and get my toboggan, so I just put my little hat on right here.
Oh, a hat. It's a hood.
It's a hood? Yeah, I've got a hat underneath it.
Yeah, you got a hat on.
There comes a point in your life when you get old enough that you don't really worry that much about fashion. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Have you ever worried about fashion?
Well, I don't know. Back when we were dating, I probably did.
Did you?
I doubt it.
I doubt it too.
We've got a fire going and we're sitting here enjoying a nice brisk autumn night in the mountains in North Carolina. We'll be here for 2 nights and we'll try to do something fun while we're here. I'm not saying this isn't fun, but we'll try to do something a little more fun. Hard to beat this though, isn't it?
I said you're over there talking really philosophical and everything, and you're looking like you got a bonnet on like grandma. Yeah, it's pretty funny looking.
And we'll start the day out with a little bit of griddling. Griddling on the Blackstone. It's been a while since we've shown you this. It doesn't mean we haven't done it. It's just been, well, not something we've shown for a while, but many of you have said, bring it back, so we are. You notice anything different about our Blackstone? Looks really clean. Well, I sanded it and scraped it and polished it and tried to get it so that it was level again, and took almost 2 years of cooking on it, all that blackening and everything off of it. So we have to re-season it. There's no better way to re-season one that we found than cooking bacon. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to make some bacon and eggs out here on the griddle, and then, well, a little bit of hiking. Nothing quite like cooking one of the most difficult things, to over easy eggs along with over hard eggs on the griddle. It's not as perfect as it was, say, a month ago because it was so well seasoned, but you can see everything's still cooked. Somebody wants some more bacon. but it messes up her stomach, so no more bacon for Maggie, just 11. Ready to go for a walk? Okay.
Before we go out and do a little exploring of this area, we wanted to show you around the campground.
We're at the North Mills River Recreation Campground. It's a National Park Service campground. The hosts that have this place are the best we've ever met. They're the nicest and sweetest. And we'll show you those campsites. You're in the middle of the woods, 24 campsites that you can camp in. And well, let's just show you around. One thing you'll notice right away is that there's a paved road that goes all the way around. And speaking of the camp hosts, husband and wife that keep this really, really nice, it's extremely clean.
On this side of the campground, there's also 4 showers that are really, really clean and 2 bathrooms.
There are 2 sides to this campground. There's one loop across the road on the right and one on the left. And we're in the one on the left here that's got a really modern facility. This side closes though in the middle of November through April, and the other side stays open for first come, first serve only, with no running water and just vault toilets. For ambiance and things to do, we'd give this a 10. For being level sites, well, maybe a 6, 5 or 6 out of 10. We're in the middle of the mountains, and because of that, you're going to see that you may have to do a little bit of finagling to get your setup just level. And a lot of them are like this, but up at the very top, you can probably get things level, especially if you have a van. And if you want to do a little bit of trout fishing, that stream looks like it's perfect for that. You can see the number of folks that are out here trying their luck with their fly rods, trying to catch some mountain trout. Every place we camp, we always find something to love, but I tell you, there's a lot to love about this campground. If you're near the Asheville area and you want to visit Brevard or Hendersonville, this is centrally located between those 2 places and a perfect stop to camp in. Every area you go is famous for something. In the Brevard and Asheville area, they have more breweries per square mile than anywhere else in the country. And they also have this rare thing here in Brevard known as white squirrels. Now, we've seen them before in Florida, and it's really neat to see them. But we've come to Franklin Park here in Brevard to see if we can find the squirrels. We're going to keep looking all afternoon as we're walking around, but this is the first place. And since we needed to walk Maggie, it was a good place to at least come and try to see them. So have you seen one already?
I did.
Where?
On that tree right there.
There's one right there. Let me zoom in and see if you can see him. White squirrel.
The story is the circus came to town and the squirrels escaped. And of course you couldn't catch them, so that's how they became part of the Brevard area.
This is one of the only cities in the United States where the white squirrels are actually protected. So it's a protected species here.
And every May, they have a white squirrel festival here in Brevard, North Carolina. I see that same.
That wasn't a white squirrel there, that was a gray squirrel. So it makes you wonder too, if you live in a city where they have white squirrels, it makes you a second-class citizen to be a gray squirrel, doesn't it? Everybody's looking for the white squirrels, nobody's looking for the gray squirrels. I guess they have fun. Here, hold my nuts. So there's a gray squirrel. I'm just showing him too, you know.
I get to go shopping.
I was making my way across town, trying to get to you. went down, maybe turn back around. My spider sense screaming back.
So here's a little tip. If you have a solo stove, you know what it feels like to have the wood you can buy at most places for firewood. It just doesn't fit in there. But today, when we were stopping at Lowe's to buy some more, just like we purchased before, we found something that works perfectly. New Mexico pinon wood, the perfect aromatic wood. But the reason it's so perfect, it comes in these sizes. 3 of them made this big of a fire very, very quickly. Griddle me this. What are we looking forward to tonight? We're looking forward to quesadilla cheeseburgers. First thing we have to do, we have to fry up some cheeseburgers to put in the quesadilla. Let's get started. Hard to have cheeseburgers without having French fries, right? Usually we can't have fries when we cook out like this, but with the addition of the air fryer, we can. Fries. Yeah, baby. Flip them maybe 1 or 2 more times and it'll be ready to make the quesadillas. So these cheeseburger quesadillas, you slice down from the middle, and then we're going to fold this over this. We're going to fold that over that and that over that, and we'll put it back on.
Okay.
Lynn's my helper here. Here we go. There's one. There's another. There's another. Now we take this and we put it back on the griddle.
So let's make yours.
So I noticed as I was making those and putting it on that the propane had run out on the little green bottle. Guess where we keep our little green bottles in our van? We don't keep a sewer hose. Does that tell you anything? Look here. There's a brand new one. Take and put it on.
All right, so what are you going to put on your burger?
A hurricane ran in my coffee cup, carried me far, far away, and that's why I couldn't make it today.
What makes these so special? Lynn says they're not as fattening because you don't have as much bread. But I kind of like the way they fit together here, and all this stuff is all in one place, and it's going to work out good. And you might as well do something different if you have your griddle all clean and perfect like this. Do something that'll make you do a happy dance. That's what we're trying for tonight. A little happy dance. Look at that, we blew a pickle.
Put it back in there.
Stuff a pickle back in there, she'll never know. What movie was the line, going home and give her a pickle tickle? What movie did that come from? I know. Yep.
You're not going to share it with us?
Well, guess in the comments below if you know what movie that came from. Okay, let's take it off. And look at this. Man. All right, guys. This is what we're going for here. A little happy dance hamburger.
Swallow. Man, that is awesome. Not difficult to make, but look at that. Absolutely, absolutely perfect. Happy dance worthy meal. Glad you guys like watching an old man do a goofy dance like that after we cook. Making food like this on the griddle makes us happy, and we're really glad it makes you happy too. I want to ask you a big favor. If you haven't already done so, click on the thumbs up and let everybody know that you like this. And if you cook on your griddle, send us a video at our Facebook page so that we can put someone else besides me doing a happy dance on the video in the future. Thanks for being with us. We're going to settle down. We'll show you as soon as we get the fries on the plate and we'll eat. But until then, do your happy dance when you cook, because that's what cooking food's all about. Doing your happy dance. Fries rides are really good, sweetheart.
You do a happy dance. I do a happy dance. Happy dance, happy dance. Everybody do a happy dance. Whoa.
I am glad
So this is how we spend the evenings. Seats turned around, heat on, watching Downton Abbey on the iPad, and Maggie snuggles up between us.
And you won't
precious
advise
thing.
on what to do with the inheritance? She's asking mine. Thought, Mrs. Patmore. And now, if you'll allow me.
So when you come to an area that's known as the land of the waterfalls, it's not difficult to find the waterfall, is it?
There's lots on this road for sure.
Yeah, but it is a little difficult to find one that we haven't been to before, but I believe we have. The Moore Cove waterfall, and it is going to be a heck of a hike to get up here to this thing, almost straight up the side of the mountain. I'm not sure what Lynn got us into, but
Yeah. It's only like a mile, 0.2,
Yeah.
I think. So,
only a 1.2 miles straight up the side of a mountain. But hey, let's get started.
that's right.
Out of my mind, how could I be so blind? How could I not see? Awake on the floor, looking up, wanting more. This is so unreal. I must have been wrong. 'Cause your love is strong for him. Why would it not be? He's always there for you. I keep living alone, way so far from home. Free, but ready to flee from this all. Hard to be standing on your own. Hard to be standing on your own.
I'm starting to get a glimpse of the waterfall, and it's really, really pretty.
But ready to flee from this all. Hard to be standing on your own. Hard to be standing on your own. Left on the floor, looking up, wanting more. This is so unreal. Out of my mind, how could I be so blind? How could I not see? I must have been wrong. 'Cause your love is strong for me. Why would it not be? He's always there.
This has to be the most realistic snake-looking stick I have ever seen. We thought it was huge. I'm gonna scare this little dude over here. Watch this. Okay. Look out for that snake! From over here, it doesn't look like a snake over here, but from over there, it doggone did. So, doggone. Come on, Maggie, get doggone. Doggone. They're just laughing at me because doggone did sounds like as southern as grits, but I guess I am as southern as grits. So okay, we'd be back by now if we could have just kept walking, but Maggie's got to stop and go for a swim every time we pass a stream. So it's
We're right by a stream. So. We don't mind.
Same water, Maggie.
I think the uphills and the downhills are the same going back as they are.
We took a different route.
No.
Barefoot. Snowed every day.
Freezing cold.
Yep. It was 95 degrees in the afternoon and 14 below in the morning.
Well, do I look cleaner? This morning was shower day, but not just any shower. You see, we did a shower similar to the way the pioneers would have done a shower here a long time ago. It was so cold here, they had brutal winters. So they would go from probably mid-December all the way to spring without taking a shower. Now, I haven't done that, but this morning I did what they did. I took a possible shower. What's a possible shower, you may ask? Well, it's when you lather up the top of your head and you soap up and you go as far down as possible. And then you rinse off, you lather up from the bottom of your feet and you go as far up as possible. And then you lather up and wash possible. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. We'll end with a look at nature so you can see a little bit of the beauty that's around us here. And until we see you again next week, happy tales.
As we're out exploring this morning, we found a little trail right here at the campground. It seems awesome, and Maggie loves it.
I used to live life at a much slower pace. $10 worth of gas would take me a long way. I had a front porch, and it's where I'd end each day. Time marches on. Time marches on. My hair used to be a darker shade of gray. Before I lost my hearing, I heard everything you say. And my eyes were clearer before this recent haze. Time marches on. Time marches on. Time marches on. We all grow old. Time marches on. The warm get cold. Time marches on. And then we're gone. Time marches on. I got children with children of their own, and I live with memories of when they lived at home. And I wish I knew then what I should have known. Time marches on. Time marches on. Time marches on. We all get old. Time marches on, the warm get cold. Time marches on.